Hi and welcome back to SGTV. We are back here with Mike Page at the Loadout Warehouse in Aylesbury in Buckinghamshire. So, how you doing, Mike?
Yeah, good, thanks.
So we got some today. I've never done this one before, but we thought we'd give it a go. So there's probably some very offensive things on here to electricians, so I apologise if there are. But basically, we've gone onto Google and you type in something basic, such as "Why are electricians?" and then you see what people have been putting in as questions.
Wow,
So these are genuine questions that people have put into Google. So I thought we'll test it out on you. You have to excuse my brilliantly made Blue Peter style board here. So the first one, are you ready for this, Mike?
Yeah, let's go for
it. Right
it.
then. Why are electricians called Sparky? That's not too bad.
Yeah, I guess just sparking, innit? Cable sparking. Yeah.
That was a bit of a simple one.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
yeah.
What's this next one then? Why are electricians so unreliable?
Subjective, I think.
This is saying that, you know, if people have been putting this in.
Why would you ask Google anyway? Why'd you be like, why are these? I don't know.
That's a good point. You'd ask the electrician, not Google, really.
Yeah, if I had an unorganised electrician, I wouldn't be asking Google why, you know, maybe he's got something going on.
Yeah, there we go.
Wholesalers.
Right then. Why are electricians scared of brooms?
It's the fear of the unknown. You know, we just don't know.
I'm lost on this one, mate.
We don't know how they work, what they're here for. You know, people use them with such confidence, and we're just, you know, we just don't understand it. So I think it's the fear of the unknown.
Yeah. Same goes for Henry Hoovers and things like that.
Oh, that's
too much technicality.
Yeah. The electricity makes it almost approachable, and then you're like,
okay.
and then
So you've used all your knowledge and energy doing all the complicated electrical stuff.
Yeah.
But then a big scary broom comes along and that's it, out the window.
I'm getting shudders just.
It's pretty tidy in here though, mate. I'll give you that. Right then. Why are electricians so expensive?
Get what you pay for, I suppose.
Are all electricians expensive?
I don't think they are. I think that's very relative again.
See, this is like when rich people complain that, you know, food in Waitrose is getting too expensive, and then all the normal people just can't afford that kind of thing. This is this kind of.
Well, I don't know. if you were googling that question in London as opposed to, you know, here, you know, it'd be completely different. So I think it's quite subjective, but I think it's more people don't realise how much this stuff costs. I don't think we're expensive. I think people just don't realise.
Just worth it. Worth
this
every
stuff costs
penny.
Money. Yeah.
Would you say you're expensive?
No.
Right, okay. Next one. Why are electricians important to society?
Keep the lights on. Everyone needs electricity. Yeah, no one moans when when the water stops working, but you can take the Wi-Fi out or you lose the lights, and yeah, it's a problem.
Everything goes down the pan then. So that's quite a normal one, actually. I can understand why people putting that one in.
Yeah.
Right then. This is a similar one. Why are electricians paid so much?
It's a skilled trade, believe it or not. I know. I know a lot of people think it's just three colours and a couple of wires.
That's what other tradesmen say.
Yeah.
More than that.
It is a skilled technical trade, and I think if you're good at what you do, then yeah, you will be paid quite handsomely for it.
That's a good answer. Right. Why are electricians so arrogant?
Yeah, best trade, isn't it? So it's like,
I've got a feeling this has just all been inputted by brickies and plumbers and plasterers and people who don't like electricians.
If you know your own worth, you can be seen as a narcissist, can't you? So yeah.
Okay. I mean, in my experience, and I'm not saying this, I haven't met an arrogant Sparky yet. So
no,
that's me sucking up to the whole electrical community. Why are electricians in high demand?
Because people aren't taking it up as much. I think all trades are going to be in high demand pretty quickly anyway. But yeah, it's not trades aren't pushed enough in school. I don't think they're almost looked down upon as well when you're looking at career choices and stuff. And yeah, when even 10 years ago when I left school, there was no mention of trades. It was be this, be that, be whatever, but no one was pushing me to.
And on that note, I'd just like to say, it shouldn't be looked down upon.
No, not at all. It's the best thing I ever done.
Yeah, since lockdown, made this place, the
Yeah,
loadout, whole warehouse.
And if this all falls down tomorrow, I can pick up my tools
There
and
you
get
go.
paid very handsomely for, you know, doing something which is pretty cool. So yeah, get a trade.
There you go. Okay, there's one more on this board and we've got another board. Why are electricians respected?
Again, subjective, I think. I think we're like some of the least respected people on site. But I guess it's knowledge is respected maybe, and not all electricians are knowledgeable, but you know, it's a skilled trade again. So
I think
compared
safety
to,
comes into that as well, doesn't
you
it?
know, as well. So I think you can, if you can come in and make something safe or make something work or whatever, people are going to be left, you know, in all of that maybe. So yeah.
And I think a lot of DIYers out there who are doing bits and bobs around the house, they might sort of come to look at something electrical and think, I can't do that. I shouldn't do that. It's not safe if I do that. I need someone who knows what they're doing, and you know.
I think it's because electricity is part of everyone's lives, and there's always a socket or a light on or whatever. But when it comes to actually dealing with it, they haven't got a clue. Of course, they haven't, and they don't realise how complicated it is. So yeah, I think you can come in and explain it, and then they're like, "Wow, there's a lot to that," and you know, it's quite involved. So I think maybe that's why.
Okay, right then. So we're on the second board now. This one is can electricians. Okay, so people have gone into Google, gone into a search engine and typed in can electricians, and the question and the rest of this question is what people have genuinely written into search engines. Can electricians be colorblind?
No, I don't think you can. I don't know for sure, but we had a kid on our college class who blagged for 3 years that he was colourblind to all of the lads, and one of the tutors caught wind of it and he ended up having to do an eye test to prove that he wasn't.
Why would he blag?
Because he thought it was funny. He was going, yeah, I'm colourblind and blah, blah, blah. And then for years we all were convinced because he just went on about it. It was just always Lee's colourblind. But yeah, it turned out he's not, and when the tutor overheard him, he actually had to get an eye test on and prove that he's not, because they were like, well, you can't, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you...
That's interesting, actually. If there's any colourblind electricians
I
out
think
there,
there's different
would love to hear from you.
there's different degrees of colourblindness as well,
Yeah,
isn't there?
that's
So
a good
maybe
point.
It's a tough one.
And again, I hope anyone out there is not getting offended by this. This is just what people have put into Google. So the next one, can electricians work in the rain? Ooh, can they?
Real sparks can, yeah.
Can they?
Yeah.
I know a lot of electricians that will just purely stay indoors, but
Yeah,
Not all of
no, I don't know. I've spent 6 weeks at an RAF base in basically a giant trench in the rain and snow and so we can, but I think it
can be done.
Yeah, we didn't have a choice. If there was work to do inside, we would have been doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everyone prefers to be warm and dry, don't they?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, can electricians make 6 figures?
Definitely.
So 6 figures, that's a respectable wage, isn't it?
Yeah, they can definitely make 6 figures, whether they take that home.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could take that home as well if you were doing things right, if you were busy, and maybe if you had a quite a large company. Or,
So do you think you've got to either own your own company or you're going to be high up in another company? It's not realistically, it's not something your average domestic installer for a
no,
would be
no. If you were, if you had a couple of people under you, then for sure. I think if you're a one-man band, yeah, you might touch that. Whether you actually take all of that home, I don't know. But yeah, or if you are, if you have a massive company, or like you say, if you're a consultant or something like that, you could easily, touch that.
And it's something to aim for, isn't it? Like you say, even if you are a one-man band, it might be something you could touch on.
Yeah, the guy I used to work for was literally a one-man band, and I started working for him, and he had to be VAT registered, so he couldn't have been far off 6 figures.
Yeah.
So,
What's the figure for VAT these days?
90k.
90, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and that was before he took me on. So
yeah. And then you went there, made him a load of extra money.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, the next one. Can electricians become electrical engineers?
Yes. Yeah, you can. I've looked into it. You start from the start, but yeah, you can. I mean, anyone can technically.
So there's transferable skills and qualifications that you could use today.
Yeah, but on paper, you are essentially starting to get your level 3 will get you so far. It's probably be the entry requirements for a HND or something. So you wouldn't have had to go to sixth form or something like that. You wouldn't have had to have any A levels. But as far as actually getting the degree, you're very much starting the same point as everyone else. But you can do, and I know many people that have done it. So
These are actually a lot tamer than I thought they'd be. I thought they'd be a lot worse in here. It might get worse yet, I don't know, but excuse me. Can electricians become millionaires?
Yeah, we're all millionaires.
You're all millionaires. That's why we can go back to some of these.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can. I think anyone can become a millionaire, to be fair. But yeah, certainly an electrician.
There we
There's
go.
enough meat on the bone there.
Can electricians clean? Again, this is a tricky one, isn't it?
What's that again?
Can electricians clean?
What's that last word?
Clean?
We can, but yeah, we're too busy.
Yeah, too busy.
I actually clean. I think commercially you have to be clean, but we get a bad rap for it. We get a bad rap for being red carpet, but we're not actually that bad.
Yeah.
The joke's got out of hand.
Can electricians install solar panels?
Yeah, preferably have some training or accreditation to do so. But yeah, it's part of our remit. For sure.
And it's something we spoke about more recently on SGTV. That it could be, especially with how things are going, with new rules and regulations and green, that kind of thing. A lot of people are going to be opting for these. The price of energy at the minute as well. I think a lot of people are going to be turning towards this kind of thing. So
consumerism is coming.
That's it. There's room out there for electricians to be doing that. So we've got two more. Can electricians wear earrings?
Well, yeah, anyone can wear them, but I think some sites, if you've got someone to answer to, you can't really wear any jewellery. I wouldn't, anyway.
I don't think any of my friends wear earrings.
No.
I mean, if people out there want to wear earrings,
it's your choice. And
fine,
I think if you work for yourself and you're working in the domestic sector where it's just you, I think no one's going to say take those earrings out. But on a commercial site, it's not just earrings. You just can't really wear any. You can't have rings on. You can't wear any jewellery really because power tools, moving plant, and electricity don't really mix with metal stuff on your body. So
that could be one for people to send in. If you're an electrician out there, show us your best earring shots on site. I'd love to see them. Anyway, last question on the Google search one. Can electricians fix ovens?
Yes, if you know what you're doing, you can. A lot of electricians don't know how to fix ovens, but it's a heating element. It should be a certain resistance. You can test that, and if it's not that resistance, the element's gone, and then you can just swap the element out instead of making them buy a whole new oven, which I've had that situation many a time where I've been called to give a second opinion on it, and it is just a new element rather than, Doris having to shell out another 500 quid on an oven. But yeah, you can do it. Not always the case, but you can do it.
So, there we go. Something a little bit different here from SGTV. Something a bit different for both of us. But I hope you enjoyed watching that. Hope we didn't offend anyone.
Very tame. I thought it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, maybe next time we'll try and do worse. We'll see what the blowback is on this first. We're going to have a lot of angry electricians saying that they do clean up and they're not millionaires and all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But maybe we can find some more spicier questions next time. So anyway, as always from us here at SGTV, please make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button below, and there's plenty more videos from myself and Mike on the channel, so make sure to check those out. Mike, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
See you.